Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot from here. Hi, hello, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Same as yesterday, we're going to be using the Soul Cats Tarot by Leeza Robertson for today's daily tarot reading. And this is your daily tarot reading for the 25th of October, 2023. So let's see what's new with you guys. Alright, my lovelies, I am back. I apologize for not zooming in a little bit further, but we have a whole bunch of cards here in our last column, so I'm wanting to make sure they're kind of all in a frame. Alright, the energy I feel off this, I do believe kind of resonates with my current circumstance myself, so yeah, don't be surprised if I interject my own experience into this of what's currently going on. But let's jump into the best part of your day. We have the Nine of Swords, the Magician in the reverse, the Three of Swords in the reverse, the Tower, and the Fool. Okay, I actually kind of like this because all of our depression, stress, anxieties, our doubts, very much doubt, it is what comes to the forefront that might have been roadblocking us, been potentially halting our manifestation or derailing outcomes. We're correcting that now. We're giving it a big old shove out the door. So all those doubts, we're kicking them to the curb. That way we can have a brush, brush them aside and get a fresh new outlook. Oh, and they're pointing out the roses that are tied to the broom. Yes, we're brushing out, cleansing, we're sweeping out all the negative. So our inner doubts, our inner worries, our inner commentary, that is all going out the door, out the window. We're saying goodbye to it. Which is always fantastic when that happens. And is overall very good advice, because sometimes worrying about the future, overthinking, yes, for those in the back, overthinking does nothing for us. And what can I say? I'm one of those overthinkers. So let's jump into the worst part of your day and see what comes up. We have the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the King of Wands, Strength, the Hermit, the Four of Wands, the Hangman in reverse, the Hierophant in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Six of Swords in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and we end on the High Priestess. Okay, there's quite a bit here. Okay. This is where my own experience is going to come in. Because I've applied for a management position and I've already got an interview set. So by the time this reading airs, I will not have done the interview as of yet, but for the day that I'm doing this, the 25th, I will probably still be waiting to hear back on whether or not I get the position. And in that time, that's a lot of time for me to overthink, have doubts, naysay my interview, and bring myself down. Now that I've said that, the worst part of your day, you're fluctuating between a couple of things. Success, victory, things going your way, things being right and a-okay. Why? Because that's, well, how you want them, and it's the direction you're wanting to go. Confidently wanting to go. Should probably go. But at the same time, as much as you're wanting victory, success, the outcome that you're craving, that manifestation that you're craving, doubt creeps in. You don't have the insight. I mean, it's literally unknown of whether things will work on and go in the direction that you're wishing for. And you might feel a little helpless. Like circumstances are out of your control. And because of that, your mind runs amok. And it's because you're not able to have any input at that point. Something is out of your hands while you wait for answers. And all you're left with is your tumbling thoughts on, do I end up succeeding, or am I going to fall flat on my face? So you're either waiting for the answers, or you're left letting your mind go, or you're left trying to tap into your intuition and seeing what your gut says. So that's a lot of push and pull and doubt and things interfering. And this feels like something like with my circumstance, you're trying to attract or get an opportunity, something long term, something of good value, because we do have the Nine of Cups on the table, something that you hope for, something you dream about, something that you really desire. But here you are literally in limbo. And because you don't have a definite answer, like I said, your mind runs amok. Doubts, the anxiety, the nerves creep in. And they kind of run away with you. And because it's out of your hands, you have no control over the situation. And that might actually be what's bugging you. What might fuel that negative aspect and let your mind take control is because you have no control. Like I said, it's out of your hands. And let's face it, a lot of us, most of us, have control issues of some sort. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. There's always one area or a circumstance where you want control. You want to have a say. You want to have a voice. You want to be able to take action or have something to do. And not having that, having the inability of not being able to have input on a certain thing will get to you. It'll grate your nerves. Just like, in my case, waiting for the response for the interview, or maybe your loved one's in surgery or something, and you're stuck in the lobby in the waiting room, and there's nothing you can do other than to pace the floor, walking back and forth for the result. It's out of your hands. It's out of your control. And what can I say? I've been there, done that. So I resonate with that energy as well, if that's pertaining to somebody's circumstance out there. So let me pick up my mess real quick. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get into our obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle. And I just realized I did not let you know what we had on the table. We have 14 major arcana and 1 ace on the table. I did notice 999 as a synchronicity, and I think we have 888 as well. So hopefully you guys are helping me keep track of that. We have the 3 of Wands, the King of Swords in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Cups in the reverse, the 5 of Swords, 7 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, Death in the reverse, the Ace of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, Judgment, the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 2 of Cups in the reverse, the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the Page of Swords in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. That's a lot. Okay. Now, I remember just telling you a minute ago that, being in limbo, having things out of your control, out of your hands, you're not able to influence circumstances, yeah, that'll screw with you. That'll cause you to overthink. You have to move beyond that. You have to move beyond the doubt, not being able to foresee circumstances, not being able to influence some certain circumstances. But things are in your favor, despite your doubts, your uncertainty that makes you so uncomfortable and probably is causing you to overanalyze and have doubts, conflict with your current state of things. Why? Because a lot of that is outside your comfort zone. It's making you uncomfortable, and you have to leave that behind. You really do. What you don't want to leave behind is the fact that you wanted something, that desire. You had an idea. You had something that was fantastic. And that was something worth it. You got to remember why you started. What initiated it in the first place. You know, bring yourself back to center. Ground yourself. I mean, I'm not saying you have to hold rigidly tight to it, but remember why you started. You were called to that for a reason. And yes, part of that means you're going to let go of a few things. So this feels like you're replacing one thing with something better. And yes, that means you have to let go of the old, as well as your doubts, your uncertainty, that probably lack of confidence that you're feeling. That way you can temper yourself. That way you can build and latch onto something new. Even if there's no new action that you can do right now, other than wait. And that's not always the easiest thing. Like I said, it feels like you're in that limbo. Things are out of your hands. Whether you've released something to the divine, or in my case, the choice belongs to somebody else, so I'm just waiting to hear what the choice was. Perhaps you're in a similar circumstance. I did mention the hospital scenario. You're waiting on a result, just like I am, only in a different viewpoint. So as much as you can naysay yourself, brace yourself for the worst, remember things are more in your favor than you think. But you have to relinquish the control. You have to relinquish the doubt. Let go of the uncomfortable emotion, because it doesn't belong in your safe haven, your comfort zone. Cocoon yourself and the right idea that you had of why you wanted something in the first place. Why that was. Even if you currently can't do anything actively about it. You're attempting to build. And right now, think of it as a test. A test in patience. A test in your mental energy. Mind over matter. Right now, you don't have control over matter. And that's putting you in emotional turmoil. You're overthinking, you're doubting. So, you use your mental prowess and control your mind. Make things easier on yourself rather than a negative narrative. Try to avoid that self-sabotaging mental energy that could have you say or do something that wouldn't be beneficial. You know, don't burn yourself out necessarily. Instead, discipline your mind. Focus on, why you started. Focus on betterment. Go ahead, visualize an empowering outcome, you being successful. Move beyond the doubt, the uncertainty. I know that's always easier said than done, but there you have it. And it sounds like something really worth it. It is on its way or is available. It's just you gotta not block it on accident. And in my case, yeah, definitely not wanting to block it. And I understand how hard that is because I'm one of those people that is really prone to overthinking. All right. Your astrology for the day. Moon in Pisces conjuncts Neptune in Pisces. Focusing on your goals, help with long-term plans, feel more disciplined than usual. That did come up. Don't take on too much. Yes, don't burn yourself out. And I do believe we had a different zodiac, or not zodiac, but astrology placement yesterday with the same similar energy. And I did add up all your cards. Everything adds up to 231, which ultimately reduces to 6. We also had 6 yesterday for our numerology. It's a temporary opportunity. Yes, very much so. And if I'm not mistaken, we have the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and 6 for the numerology. So there's 666 showing up for you as well as 999. All right, my lilies. And this is all I have for you today. And if this resonates with you, by all means, feel free to give me a big thumbs up. Feel free to share the video anywhere online. I truly appreciate those that do. It does help the channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.